What's up, YouTube family and Browns fans everywhere? This is Cleveland Football, and I'm your host, Terrence Hudson. All right, so this is off season. I said I wanted to get together and talk about, free agency and the off season moves because things are starting to heat up. We got contracts and tags and tenders and trades and moves and all those things. So what does this mean for the Browns free agency? We know that the Browns, according to Fox Sports, is carrying over $56 million in money to you. So meaning we got cheddar to burn, cheddar to blow, tops in the league, carried over from last year. We didn't spend a lot of money. So we're bringing a lot of money over so we can make moves. But do that mean we're going to go out and blow all this money, Get your income tax, about to get me a new car, some Jordans, outfit. I'm blowing it. It's gone. A week is gone. So we're not about to blow all our money. And I'll tell you why. All right, we'll get into that. According to NFL.com, top 5 free agents, 5, Grady Jarrett, defensive tackle for the Falcons. He could be going back. A lot of these guys will probably go back to their team. Nick Foles was at 4. I don't know if Foles going back to the Eagles. Clowney was at 3. Outside linebacker, the Texans. They probably want him back. Le'Veon Bell, he was number 2. Who knows where he's going? I don't know. We'll see. Could he land in Cleveland? Probably not now. We ain't enough room now. So he'd probably be somewhere else. And then number 1 was DeMarcus Lawrence. DN Cowboys. They're not going to let him get away. If they do, I'll be surprised. So we got this money. Some guys out there we might be looking at. I saw today that we might be looking at Tyrell Williams, wide receiver for the Chargers. All right, 6'4", 25 pounds. Had a good season, I would say, because a lot of times the stats don't tell the whole story. He lit us up back in week 6, 3 for 118 and 2 TDs. So, we'll see if that goes through. He will be a big guy, outside presence. He has a 1,000-yard season under his belt. So, this could be a good move. We saw Landry. What more can I say about him and what he was able to do? That's a big name free agent that for us that panned out and just what he's been on and off the field and what he's done to the locker room and just bringing some toughness to the team. He's another one that panned out. But historically, in my eyes at least, in my recollection, that we haven't had a lot of success with free agencies, especially big name free agents. I mean, I could go all the way back to 1995. With Andre Rison, man, we threw a bunch of money at him. He lasted a year. We just didn't gel. We just didn't come together. And a lot of times we get guys and they on their last leg. I've been bringing in Jamal Lewis. He had already ran for 800,000 yards with Baltimore, and he had 2 good seasons in Cleveland, but again, he was on his last legs. Willie McGinnis, Willie McGinnis was 87 years old when we brought him in. Willie McGinnis was 87, and I like Willie. Willie's a guy that you could tell he would help out the young guys. He could bring some professionalism and just kind of teaching and mentoring. And you need those guys. You need those veterans. And I mean, Willie's he's an all-time great. He's a Super Bowl champion. He was 87 years old when we brought him in. Brandon Williams was 62 years old when we drafted him back in 2012. I know he was a free agent, but again, he bringing some old guys, man. Josh McCown. McCown was good. I ain't gonna lie, McCown was still good. He an old guy. He was 57 years old. We got him, but he was still good. He could still ball. I bet McCown could still play. He could still ball now. Trent Dilfer, he was another one. He was 69 years old, man. These guys was old. We was bringing in free agents. and didn't have a lot of success. More recently, Dwayne Bowe. But I blame I put some of that blame on Patton. They just couldn't get together and see eye to eye. Yeah, I mean, Trent Dilfer, he was another one. Robert Griffin, another big name we bring in. And I know that's from the Hugh era, and it did not work out. Did not work out. So we haven't had a lot of success in free agency. One reason is you losing. You know, when you're losing, it's hard to bring in guys that are in their prime. That's one thing, you're losing. So it's be hard for somebody to go to spend their best years on a losing team. Two, Cleveland is cold. One is losing. You losing. Two, Cleveland is cold. A lot of team players look at Cleveland like, what is it for me to do in Cleveland? All right. If they had a chance to go to a losing Cleveland versus a losing Miami, a lot of guys will probably choose Miami. It's warm down there. I don't got to be off this cold lake. You know, I don't know what it is to do in Cleveland, but a lot of these guys fail to realize $5 million in Cleveland versus $5 million in Miami. Whew. $5 million in Cleveland, you living like a king. It's gonna take you way farther than $5 million in Miami or San Diego or even New York. You go to the Jet, man, you paying an arm and a leg. Cleveland, you living in a mansion versus a small, you know, one roomer in New York City somewhere. You know, and a lot of these guys don't know it's a lot of hidden gems in Cleveland. There's some things to do. We got to, everybody come through for concerts. Everybody stop in Cleveland. You know, you got the opera, Hamilton, come to Cleveland. So you see things. There are things to do in Cleveland, but a lot of people don't know that and don't know the quality of life that you can have, especially for the money. You know, it'll take you a lot farther in Cleveland. But most of all, Cleveland is the fans. Ain't no fans like Cleveland fans. We got those. Everybody think they got the best. We got the best fans in the world because, one, we loyal. All right? Even when we was losing, we was still selling out. We was still supporting the team. People were still coming out each and every week. We still watched Die Hard. You know, Cleveland got the most loyal fans. Cleveland fans so loyal. They like that chick where, you know, she might have a dude. He be cheating on her. He stay out all night. He come in 7, 6 in the morning. She get up and making some breakfast. You be like, girl, you should have been left here. What is he? She loyal. She waiting for him. She waiting till he'll turn it around. He'll turn it around. Cleveland fans, they loyal. So we got the best fans in the world, you know. And a lot of guys realize that once we do start winning, like it's nothing like it. It's nothing like winning in Cleveland. You know, you winning in Cleveland, it's whoo. I mean, the stadium is right there, smack in the middle, the heart of the city. You know, it's downtown, but you go a couple blocks each way, east or west, you right there, you in the city. So, and then you winning in Cleveland, we love you forever, man. We love you forever. All right. So, looking at, you know, some of the things that we need to do. Another reason why we not go spend up all this money is because eventually, you know, we need something to carry over because we are going to have to pay a lot of this young talent we got. We got a lot of young talent, and at some point they go have to get paid. You know, Baker Mayfield, Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. Now he's young talent. You know, Jamie Collins. We don't know what's gonna happen with him. So we're gonna have to pay this young talent at some point. So we don't need to go all out in free agency. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. We don't need to. No. So what we will have to do, all right, which we started doing, thanks to Dorsey and those guys, draft well. We have to draft well. We have to develop well. Draft, develop, draft, develop. Build through the draft and develop these guys. That's how you build your team. You might be able to bring in every now and then you get a specialty guy, a free agent here or there, somebody that can add on. But it's something when you build through the draft. These guys are different. All right. Your camaraderie is different. Your chemistry is different. It's nothing like, coming in and playing with guys you was drafted with, you was young with. You remember back, y'all was rookies together. All right, these guys go on to be best friends. They go on to be brothers, man. They go on to, they're in each other's weddings, They know, they learn about each other's families, kids and wives and things like that. And it's something to that. These guys play different. When you think about those Dallas teams of the early 90s, I know that's a long time ago, Dallas, when y'all was good. I'm going to bring some good memories for y'all. Them guys was drafted. They brought in free agents here and there, but a lot of those young talent on defense the triplets, Aikman, Irvin, Emmitt Smith, it was all drafted, and they kept them guys together. That offensive line, a lot of them guys was drafted, and they kept them guys together. So that's why we must draft well. We must develop well, and we've started that. A lot of our core nucleus, a lot of our guys that balled out and that's together, we drafted these guys. Like these guys that major, contributors and just the core nucleus of the team. A lot of these guys was drafted. And yeah, you'll bring in a free agent here or there that might be able to, come in and come into a locker room and immerse yourself and build on those things. Yeah, Landry is an example, but even him, he's young. He came in with a lot first year as a lot of these other guys first year, like Ward and Mayfield and those guys and Chubb. So let's continue to draft well. Let's continue to develop this talent. And we could be something dangerous. We could be something special. We could be something special. So we don't have to blow all our money right now. We don't have to blow all our money right now. That's why when we talk about developing, assistant coaches is so important. Having a good quarterbacks coach, help develop the quarterback. Having position coaches who can, get the best out of, players. I love, that when you get down, and I'll talk about the draft later on, but 3rd and 4th and 5th round of the draft, when you're getting guys and you might not know what you're going to get from them, or somebody you've been waiting on, but you're just waiting to get him. He's a gem. He's a steal. He might not be as high on other people's radar, and you get this guy, and it's like, bam! I told you, and developing a guy. How far is a guy gonna grow from his first year to his second year? Taking a guy where you can squeeze and get the most out of him from his first year to his second year. And then, when you draft well, when you continue to draft well, when you continue to develop well, that's how you keep the machine going. That's New England Patriots. They'll draft a guy. It'll be a 4th round, 5th round pick. They get the absolute most out of him. And then, you know what? They not even signing him back. He might go somewhere else and get a bunch of money. We not about to give you a bunch of money. No, we got the best out of you. And then we got another one behind you that we've been working and working. Look, Malcolm Butler. Jamie Collins. They get rid of guys in they prime. Chandler. And kept moving. Because they draft well. They develop well. And that's something that we gonna have to do. But I'm excited for what we're doing. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen with this Tyrell Williams thing, and then see what happens with the draft. Who knows? We may look at bringing in some defensive guys, possibly on that defensive line. I know it's a lot of defensive free agents out there. So let's see what happens over the next couple weeks. And I'm excited for us, and I'm excited for the draft coming up. We start looking at position-specific things with the draft. But that's my spiel on free agency and looking at the Browns. So if you like, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe.